Welcome to Jason on English. Let's look at say versus tell versus ask. Information, orders, requests. Speakers and listeners. When you use verbs for speech like say and tell, sometimes you must include the listener and sometimes you must not include the listener. When you use say, do not include the listener. I said. When you use tell, always include the listener. I told person. Giving information. Here is some information that you want to give. The meeting is cancelled. Speaker said that information. Bob said that the meeting is cancelled. Speaker told listener that information. Bob told me that the meeting is cancelled. Two things to remember here. In casual spoken English, that is optional. You could say, Bob said the meeting is cancelled. Bob told me the meeting is cancelled. And depending on the timing of everything, it's very common to shift the verb to one step in the past compared to the first verb. So in this case, the meeting is cancelled. I could say, Bob said that the meeting was cancelled. Bob told me that the meeting was cancelled. But for today's practice, we're not going to worry about shifting the verb. We'll keep the verb as it is in the original sentence. Giving orders. Here is an order that you want to give. Take this letter to the post office. Speaker said to, verb and order. Bob said to take this letter to the post office. Speaker told listener to, verb and order. Bob told me to take this letter to the post office. Now you try. Try these using say. The speaker is Bob. You are the listener. The taxi is coming soon. The taxi is coming soon. Pick up some eggs at the supermarket. Pick up some eggs at the supermarket. Bob said that the taxi is coming soon. No listener needed when you use say. Bob said to pick up some eggs at the supermarket. Again, no listener needed here. Try using tell. Again, the speaker is Bob. You are the listener. The taxi is coming soon. The taxi is coming soon. Pick up some eggs at the supermarket. Pick up some eggs at the supermarket. Bob told me that the taxi is coming soon. Listener needed. When you use tell, you must have the listener. Bob told me to pick up some eggs at the supermarket. Also here, the listener is needed. Using ask. When you use ask, follow the same pattern as tell. You must include the listener. We will only look at requests in this lesson. Speaker asked listener to, verb or request. Could you open the window? This is more polite than an order. An order would be very direct. Open the window. A request would be more polite. Could you open the window? Bob asked me to open the window. Again, listener needed. Bob asked me. Should you use tell or ask? The speaker is Bob. You are the listener. Wear your necktie during the meeting. Wear your necktie during the meeting. Bob told me to wear my necktie during the meeting. This is very direct. This is an order. Tell is correct. Bob told me to wear my necktie during the meeting. Could you make a copy of the document? Could you make a copy of the document? Bob asked me to make a copy of the document. Could you is more polite. This is a request. You should use ask. Bob asked me to make a copy of the document. In the first example, if I make it more polite, could you wear your necktie during the meeting? In that case, I should say, Bob asked me to wear my necktie during the meeting. In the second case, if I make it more direct, make a copy of the document, then I should use tell. Bob told me to make a copy of the document. If you like, please watch this video again and practice using say, tell, and ask. And be careful. Sometimes you don't need to include the listener. When you use say, don't include the listener. Other times, you must always include the listener. When you use tell or ask, please always include the listener. Thank you for watching.